10 too many before they went to 84.
I know, but you're just married to it, and
No, you're not.
you're just dropping 2 games from the front, albeit exhibition. It doesn't really matter. You still got to get dressed. You got to go eat a meal. You got to go to the rink. You're just passing it on.
You're just counting more games where the players aren't game ready, which is I don't care about. Whatever, that's fine. Go ahead. But I don't know. There's so many bad games over the course of the year because the guys just can't get up for 100
You're not
hockey
getting an
games.
argument out of me. I get all of it, but they're going to find every which way to find a nickel in a couch.
More than ever, playoffs are just a different sport. You cannot bring the pace, intensity, commitment that you saw from Florida, from all these other teams, getting in front of pucks. You can't do it all year long. So you're almost playing a different game, as the season gets longer.
It's just more games for top guys to get injured before the play. I don't know. I think there's too many games in all of the sports, except, I like there being baseball on every night in the summer.
Too.
So never baseball. And there's a couple too many in the NFL probably. But specifically basketball and hockey, I have always thought there's just way too many games. So, I don't know. You're just kind of devaluing your own. Owners probably like a couple extra home dates, I would imagine.
No, but they only get one more, right?
Yeah.
The other guys get them, and then you get one more home day. What does that make you? $1.5 million?
That's what they care about, buddy. And playoff cap, I would say that I'm
Frustrated.
pretty disgusted that we've come here and the Leafs never took advantage once.
And during their prime era
The
here,
most perfect time to use
their
it.
division was
This
all
was
over
the
it.
year.
Tampa
Obviously,
Bay, Florida.
putting Matthews on LTIR with his mystery back or wrist or whatever the hell's wrong with him, putting him on LTIR and using that money to hugely improve
You
your
weren't going
team.
to take You weren't going to take Matthews out of the lineup and stick him back in right at the playoffs.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
No.
Kachuk, they literally did it with Matthew
What do you
Kachuk.
I know, but Kachuk he ripped his groin.
And
then-
Matthews took an international flight to see a world-renowned weird doctor in Germany.
Yeah,
Like
in
you had an
November.
alibi.
November.
You had an alibi. You had an alibi.
Sammy,
alibi.
for you to think that Tavares was going to shut it
No,
down,
Matthews.
Matthews was going to shut it down in November.
No, you're right. He had to go play
You're
for America. You're
nuts.
right. You're right. He had to go play for America, which means more to
You're
him, so.
nuts.
After break, let's talk more about Dobson. Montreal.
game time.
I'll do game time too. But I will say we were talking about the grapes and the I love that.
Yeah.
I can't believe that they're gonna wear anything other than a suit into a hockey game. It's just like the most beautiful tradition ever. But I remember, I think it was the 2010 Olympics. He did a side by side, and he had all the Canadian guys coming in wearing look at these beautiful boys that go wearing their suits. And it was the American guys wearing their jumpsuits. And he's like, oh, that's the best. I was like, yeah. It's like one of my favorite TV segments
Mark my
ever.
words. Dubas's Penguins will have no dress code next year.
That's-
he was always, his thing was wear whatever makes you feel sexy. That was his slogan.
When do you ever feel sexier than when you have a suit on?
That's what I would be wearing.
Suit.
Yes.
You're in the National League. Put on a suit.
Yeah,
Treat
I
it-
know. I
treat it
played
like
my
style.
best when I felt sexiest.
Yes.
Yes, attaboy. All
Direct
right,
correlation.
it's game time presented by Bet365. Visit the app for latest odds and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. Must be 19 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. And now for your daily Jays update. The Toronto Blue Jays with a big win yesterday. Another series win for the Jays over the Cleveland Guardians, who are chasing them in the wild card. They open up a big 3-game set with the Boston Red Sox this weekend. Jose Barrios on the mound tonight to take on Brian Bayo. The Blue Jays underdogs tonight, plus 100 at Fenway. One of my favorite places to watch an out-of-market game. I'm not in person, but on TV. I love watching Fenway games because they're absolutely out of control all the time. And the Blue Jays are better than the Red Sox this year, so it should be a big series. Give me the Blue Jays as an underdog tonight at plus 100, just a slight underdog. And yeah, before they have this weekend series, before heading to the Bronx for a huge 4-game set next week. They are only, I think, 3 games behind the Yankees for first place in the division. So Jays are looking really good right now. Good pitching. Max Scherzer looked all right in his first game back, much to Kipper's disgust, but he's been good.
We got Blair and Barker right after our show, right?
Yeah.
They're going to get into a little bit of Kevin Gosman throwing at
Loved it.
Ramirez.
That's some hockey stuff right there.
Buddy, that's our 9 seconds to Canada USA.
Yeah.
Right there. I loved it too.
But the thing that drove
You want to throw it at you're going to throw it at our best player. It's coming right back at you.
And the thing that drove me crazy about that is Vogt, the manager for the Guards, is like screaming at the bench. It's like that's like the most
Yeah, what did you expect?
unwritten rule in baseball.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect? You're an old school guy. Like, give me a break.
Yeah.
Go sit down. Go sit in the truck. Anyways, that was game time presented by Bet365. Visit the app, latest odds, and find out why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 18 plus. Ontario only. Please play responsibly.
Okay, let's take a quick break and we'll start teeing up the NHL entry draft on Sportsnet tonight, 7 p.m. Just keep it on Sportsnet from here on in all night.
Got Jays that's on there tonight.
Right.
Flick back and forth the draft. Like, my couch tonight does not know what's coming.
No, it's going to be great. Plus, we'll revisit a few names, including one that might have interest to the Calgary Flames when we return to Real Kipper and Bourne. Welcome back to the Real Kipper and Bourne show on this Off the Rails Friday. As a reminder, this hour of Real Kipper and Bourne brought to you by Bet365. Nick Kiprios, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee. All right, boys. Defense continues to be at a premium. We saw Dobson go pretty expensive with a couple of first rounders.
Yeah, but I mean, the Habs have a million prospects already. Their cupboards are extremely full. It's like top pairing, legit right-hand shot D-man. That's the move you got to make.
I think from here on in, if you look at the next 3 years, it's going to favor teams that have eaten crap sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Montreal Canadiens have been piling on all these picks and all these prospects, and they got some good young talent, and they've got cap space. And like watching the next 3 years, this is their window here.
Right when they want to add, they're dropping bad salaries and the cap's going up, and they're going to be ready to tack on to what they've already got.
Exactly. And for others
It's terrifying
who
time,
don't,
to be honest.
who don't have a lot of assets.
Like who?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about? Like, is there a certain team you're alluding to?
Yeah. I'd
Do
say
they reside in the city?
The Toronto Maple Leafs, for me, are a team that, with the lack of true assets, either to trade, on their current roster or bring in off their farm teams, they got some slim pickings here. It's going to be interesting to watch Brad Treliving try to maneuver around the lack of assets that he has to improve this team.
Yeah, the Leafs have some things still going for them. Their decor is very good. They have some top end guys.
He does like Rasmus Anderson. I mentioned to him just before the break.
Yeah.
He's got his eye on Anderson, but so does Vegas, I'm told, as well here. So I think Craig Conroy's in a really good position here, much like the Islanders with Dobson.
Could Vegas do Anderson and Marner though? Like, I guess.
I think with Pietrangelo nowhere to be found next season, and moving
possibly
one
Roy.
other contract. Yeah, one other contract, a forward contract.
I will say, Leafs still have some picks in this draft, right? They have the second that they got from Florida last summer. They have a third. They have 2 fifths. They have a sixth. They have a seventh. Like, they have no first, but like, they do.
got
If
6
they
picks.
you do have to lean on your pro scouts your amateur scouts to find you a diamond in the rough. They got Matthew Nyes in the second round. Like, there are
but we are talking about anything of substance will not come to fruition for
for
3
sure.
years.
But
It's
like, what I'm saying
it's not
is,
doing anything for you now.
if you draft somebody this year, let's say,
Yeah.
and you draft somebody in the second round with that Florida pick, and halfway through the season next year, whatever player it is having a great season in their
In
respective
junior?
league. Yeah, you'd be like, you could be part of a trade for somebody else.
No.
Not to play for the Leafs, but like, prospects get traded all the time, Kipper. Why are you dismissing? Why are you dismissing that?
Because it's just not the way it's going to work. It's not going to be like, oh my God, that guy that the Leafs got in the second round who's played 40 games in junior is now like the hottest thing right now for me to move.
He could be part of a trade for a player for your team.
They're assets.
It's
You
a
know,
player.
Whether it's before.
I mean, listen,
and
it's not,
after.
it's not. I'm not arguing that they're in a great position. I'm not arguing. Like, that's not my position
Okay,
here. But I'm just saying.
But what you're saying is a wish list beyond belief that someone's going to rock anybody's world for 40 games in junior hockey as a let's get him kind
Sure.
of prospect,
Just saying.
right?
Just saying.
They built up Minton pretty good, right, over the last few years. And there's some question marks, too, on Minton, whether or not they're going to keep him, move him, how much value does he truly have.
Yeah.
We saw him eventually leave, but it's going to be about blue chip kind of guys. And Cowan's one of the most successful junior hockey players in history right now. Easton Cowan,
Yep.
right?
And he would be the first name out of anybody's mouth when
I
they're
know,
asking
but
to get
you're
a
not
trade.
you're
for
not
the Leafs.
getting Bo Byram for him, right?
You're not?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you are, but what else are you going to add to it?
Okay.
So,
I saw Byram's name was mentioned alongside Kyrou. Like, I think Elliot mentioned that Kyrou would be a potential, like, if he went to St. Louis. Like, that's if I'm Buffalo, I'm like, yeah, we got D. Bring me Jordan Kyrou. We could use some top end talent, some burners to go with our big D.
yeah.
The
A lot of teams, and Kairou's the same thing. I can't remember, but I think he's also got a no trade kicking in July 1st. So it's like, do you want to move him now, like
It's funny,
Pedersen, or do you
he
want to
comes
deal
up
with
a
that
lot.
later?
They must not like him.
I've had him
That's
on my
my
trade
theory.
board earlier in the year.
Yeah. He has a no trade clause. I don't know when it kicks in. I can try to figure that out.
No
But,
move or no